Artie's from New Jersey. He can't find his way to Westchester. It's really making me worried now. We already had some neighbor of mine ring my doorbell with a pot of meatballs for Artie. How crazy is that? This guy is a meatball magnet.
His wife made them.
Unbelievable.
What? I don't get. So this is. Oh, I saw this stuff before. That Ray Ellen guy has. You ever do that thing, Ray Ellen? Do I have to look at these?
All you really gotta do is just kind of.
This is your camera right here, Artie.
Right.
And it says 250 people in here, but there's another chat with like another 250. So there's like 500 people waiting for you.
So what does that mean? Like I'm talking to them right now? Or?
Yeah.
Oh. What's up, guys?
And a neighbor of Nick's just came over to bring meatballs because they heard this on the Stern Show. They brought meatballs for you.
Really? I want Nick's meatballs
You have 3
exclusively.
bags. You don't want to try my meatballs?
Move the camera while I snap your dog's neck.
Is it true? Is Teddy? What's the latest on Teddy? He gave you the directions up here. I know that.
He did. No, we're not working together anymore. It's sad, actually. I'm sad I said this. I predicted it. He has AIDS. He said it from a transfusion.
Guy's name? I felt bad because I kind of triggered that. Remember in L.A. I said, you got to get rid of this fucking guy. And you're like,
no, it was 18,000 person to say it. You know, no, he's a good kid, but I mean, I was probably, his view of me is probably just that I'm an enormous asshole because I couldn't stop busting his balls about shit. And that blew me fucking.
Where'd you leave it with the bleeding deacons that fucking ruined the show in L.A.? Talk to those guys since?
No, I paid them. I paid them even more money than they were supposed to get, I think. And I just, you know, they're based in L.A., so I don't know when I'm going back there again to do stand-up. They're all right guys. But,
Had you met them before?
They came into the Stern Show, but you talk about depressing. They're a garage band, and they're all 52 years old. And their gimmick, because they're deacons, is they dress up like priests on stage, and they play classic rock. They have some original songs.
How much time were they supposed to do that night?
About 10 minutes, 15 minutes. They were on for like 45 minutes before a comedy show, and no one knew who they were. And they smashed guitars like they were the Who, and fucked up the stage. And I don't know. I mean, I was outside just stressing because it was a big show, and I thought it was a big show, but apparently nothing happens from it. You know, oh, there's a lot of people here. What does that mean?
Then you got in the guy's face, right, when he came on?
I was screaming at him. I lost him. And then people say, you know what, you're losing it a lot. Maybe it's your problem. I said, no. Maybe it's that I'm surrounded by shitheads. Oh, that's a good question. This is a subject we could... the day I resigned, it took 2 hours for a comedian to send a resume for my job. And based on hints that Gary and Howard told me, I have a guess. He goes, well, Gary said it was a guy that was on our show a while ago, and he's been dying to get back on, and I've been supportive of getting him back on. I think it, you know, this is just a guess, but I think it's, who's the guy who used to be a cop? DeResta. John DeResta. That's a guess. I know John. I like John, and every time his name comes up, I have been supportive of trying to get him on the show. And I told Howard I wouldn't be mad at him. It's show business, but, you know, I could be completely wrong, but I think it's him because he was calling me a ton the last year to get on the show.
Well, I got to come clean. My resume should have...
That's fine. I think,
told
you know
Teddy to
funny?
put it in the trash.
You know what's funny about my job is they're not worried about getting somebody who's talented. They're worried about getting someone who's as much of a loser with the stories. They just there's hours set because Howard doesn't give up a lot about his personal life anymore, you know. So it has to be about mine, which is just pure chaos. But you know, he's one of those guys where like every hot chick for the last 30 years has been laughing at every dickhead thing he says. It's like hot chicks. You laugh at what, you know. Pam Anderson must think she's like fucking Rodney Dangerfield. You know, he was laughing trying to get laid. Oh, she was Penthouse. Erica. She's hot. She's 23 years old, and you know, it's just if they're not, you know what? This sounds horribly sexist and stuff. She's a nice girl and everything, but after a while, if they're not gonna fuck you, what are they there for? You know, because they don't get any joke, they don't say anything, they're just annoying.
People want to know what's going on with Dana.
Right now, it's still nothing. We talk every once in a while, but there's nothing going on. You know, there's no new news there. Do a Win Teddy's job contest. I was thinking about that, but I got to fuck Dana. She's old news. These people are so wonderful. Artie, eat more. I love you. I think that's a guy.
Artie, who you voting for? Let's get down to it.
I'm a convicted felon. I can't vote. No, actually, I hate Hillary, so I'm rooting for Barack. As a matter of fact, I haven't rooted for a black guy to beat a white broad this badly since Rodman dated Madonna. That's another joke. I crowbarred in there. That's my only political stuff. I don't know. Everybody, you know, who's the man's man of the race? Of course, it's John McCain. You know, I mean, he's a guy that I respect. He reminds me of, like, you know, a tough old motherfucker who's been through a lot of shit. But, you know, maybe his ways of thinking are too...
People say you're getting real liberal.
Me?
On the show. Yeah, you've changed. I've heard that a couple times.
I said that because the fucking... the big thing they try to ask me to try to catch me saying something offensive is, how would you feel if your only son was gay? And I say on the air, look, I wouldn't mind it, but, you know, also I'm trying to get jobs in show business, so you can't really trust that. And I have to pretend that, like, oh, God, that would be a dream come true, my son being gay. Woo! Oh, God, how awesome. And then, like, what if your sister married a black guy? And I go, oh, how did you guess my other fucking dream? Like, if a genie came out of a bottle and gave me 3 wishes, my first 2 would be what you just said. My first would be, of course, my only son being gay. Of course, who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want that? That would be awesome. His son blowing a guy at Thanksgiving that he takes home. Who wouldn't want that? And then the second would be my sister marrying, like, one of the Wu-Tang Clan. That would be just awesome. And the third wish would be a shotgun for me to blow my fucking head off with.
Are you doing it in Florida?
About did we get paid from the Florida gig? There was controversy that I didn't get paid. And then Howard found out, and he was yelling at the guy on the air, and we got the guy to resign. He was under a lot of pressure. Like, all these Stern Fan Network people were, like, threatening to egg his house. And so he resigned, but I didn't get my money, and he kept 40 T-shirts of it. Like, it just completely ripped me off. A week, really. Nice. See, that's where I'm hoping, at least, like, the reputation I'm building now, if everything else falls out, I could do a Vegas contract like that, you know? Like David Brenner, I'm talking like 10 years from now when it bottoms out and I might need money. Like, David Brenner does 44 weekends at the Hilton in Vegas. He's probably getting a boatload of fucking cash, and he's been forever.
That's what I'm saying. The fact that people still pay to see him, that's why I hate what I do for a fucking living. Because he stinks, and he was never fucking funny. And if you like David Brenner, you're a fucking nitwit.
In Vegas, yeah, I know. You know, he was a guy who Howard made cooler than he was. He had him on a lot, and Howard interviewing him made him funny. I got like 1 million fucking resumes, and I might go with a hot chick, go down swinging, you know, like, why not just, you know, the embarrassing thing should not be me trying to beat up my assistant. It should be trying to fuck my assistant.
Maybe do both.
Oh yeah. Artie, would I bang Lisa G? Absolutely. I'm gonna fuck her, I swear to God. Before I leave the show, I'm fucking Lisa G. But that teaches you something.
I'll never forget that.
You know, Seinfeld and Chris Rock, they have this thing where, you know what, it's never the crowd's fault. Sometimes it's your fault. You know what? That's a politically correct thing to say. It's bullshit. Sometimes the crowd are a bunch of fucking retarded, monkey-throwing shit assholes.